Kenny John. I'm kidding. Okay.
Are you on A Ross Beast on YouTube?
Open League Division 3. See how many points I can get in a few games. Move it away from your mic so I don't hear it. Okay. Because I can. Alright. So I'm going to land at the boat. If you're not going to move it, just mute your mic and then unmute when you need to talk. Okay? 'Cause I don't like hearing my own voice. Alright, my Ligito. Okay. The one you land at. Alright. Okay. Alright, so actually, no, we're not going there. We're gonna go. I don't know where to land. Let's go here. So basically, a walkthrough of what I would do in a tournament slash competitive gameplay, such as arena or a tournament. So first off, what I'm going to do is I'm going to land at a place that's going to be underwater. Because most people will not land at somewhere that's underwater. Such as, in this case, Steamy Stacks. But what some people don't realize about landing somewhere underwater is you also get a lot of fishing holes. And you can come out with a lot of heals. So I got a blue burst and a blue pistol. At this point, I've noticed that I'm good on health-wise, and may start to be able to make some moves and rotate and stuff. Okay, so I get pressured. I build. I'm just straight into my kit. And now I'm just gonna wait for him to make a move. So a play I can make right here, so once he breaks this, if he now drops down, so I'm waiting for that noise, or he drops down, I'm not going to add it up because he's not expecting that. Alright, that's fine. I died. That's why pistols are good. Okay. Obviously, no bus fare, it's fine. But in a competitive tournament, that can be very angering, but what you don't want to do is to get mad at eventually at that, and just keep calm, keep playing your game. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Now we're gonna go somewhere where I land a lot, personally, during tournaments. Okay. So we're landing somewhere again, not very contested. So now I know that this spot's not contested. So what's my mindset going to be going into late game? I'm coming out of the spot with 0 kills, max mats, probably full shield, and most likely really good guns. So that's telling me I'm in a perfect situation to push people and get eliminations. So basically now I'm just grabbing whatever meds I can grab. I'm going quickly. I'm trying to get as many kills before it becomes mid-game. Because once it becomes 40, 30 people left, it sounds more like late game, but in Fortnite it's actually more like mid-game, and that's what people don't understand. Mid-game is when you need kills, and late game. Early game is not when you need kills. Unless you're in a sticky situation with the tournament, where maybe you have a lot of points and you need that high kill game, you gotta land what was agency, now authority, and come out with 20 kills. I know that that's possible because I've done it. I've done it in a tournament and came out with 23 kills, and then ended up winning the game. So say it's 2 points per kill, that's 46 points, and the win is probably like usually 7. And all that placement points probably ends up to around 10. So that's around 60 or 70 points I'm making, which could be past some people's full tournaments. So now I'm just going to make a rotation to houses and wait till late game to get some kills. Alright, so now this situation, I know that a harpoon is better than a medkit for health and shields. I don't care for the sole fact that it can get me at least a stack of floppers, swordfish, and sometimes even better weapons like it just did. Now what I'm doing, I'm not going to mark the actual thing, I'm just going to mark something around it. So then that marker will stay there forever and you won't lose track of where you're leaving stuff. So I get a hunting rifle, that'll happen. No. Sometimes you just gotta make a sacrifice, which I'm about to make. I'm dropping my AR. And I'm just gonna carry these floppers instead. And use a hunting rifle as my AR, which sounds funny because it's not meant to spray, which I don't use ARs for. I use ARs to get chip damage and then eventually push them with a shotgun. Okay, so what I'm doing now, it's really simple. I'm just going here for more loot, but mostly for more fishing spots. As for my loot, sure I can upgrade my shotgun, but a green charge can still one-shot someone when it's fully charged, and that's definitely fine by me. I'm just getting more metal, but I'm not going to break everything inside or else I'll have a very poor rotation zone. Now I am going to drop that because, again, my game sense is I'm going to buy, and it's pretty just self-explanatory. I'm buy water, fish. So I'm just going to look around the island for fishing spots. Great, another charge. I don't need that. And most people in this situation would just go and take the whirlpool. Well, why would you take the whirlpool when there's aim assist in the game? So this is what I don't understand about what people do. People like to, if they're getting shot at, and maybe they're one shot, they'll just use a launch pad and expect to get out of their seat, which usually doesn't end up the case. Because as should or no, both really loud and there we're already positive 60 plus height because obviously there is no bus fare for me. So there's a big build battle right here. I know this couldn't have happened too long ago because no one has that's at least 700 materials, 800 materials being used, and the max of mats you can have is 1500. And also it's getting there late game, but it's a little bit mid game. Now I'm finally in zone. What most people would do is just keep running and try and get to the next zone. Here's the thing, you don't know where the next zone is. The next zone could just be right where you are. So then in that case there's no reason to move. So I'm just going to stay at Saltine, farm some cars, get my metal. So then, if I do see somewhere or someone does come at me, I'm well prepared to fight them. If I die, at least put up a good fight and maybe waste some of their materials. So now there's 10 seconds left. And 1. Okay, see, this is what I'm saying. If you guys had just based up here at Salty, well, that's 60 mounts down the drain. And you only have 1,500. So if, let's round that down to 50. You're using about 3%, which right now doesn't seem like a lot, but if you're using 3% of your materials at every zone, and there's 4 zones, depending on how, or there can be like up to 7 zones, as little as 4 in a game, well, that's 240 mats as the least, and 420 mats used if there's 7 zones, which leads up to, if we round up, about to a third of your materials. And it's not counting maybe if you got into a fight and you're trying to run away, or you maybe got into a big build battle or something like that. And I could have easily third-partied that, but I noticed that that wasn't really a fight yet. It was people shooting their ARs. So now I know there's 40 seconds left until next zone. So I'm gonna take this boat, just a little bit until I get to around here, and then I will stop the boat because it's really bad. Not the best use of, or it's not the best way to get around. This scenario, I will take the whirlpool and get up to here. So now, if there's something I need, what am I gonna drop here? For most people, it's really obvious, and it's gonna be the harpoon, which is correct. It's gonna be the harpoon, unless I happen to find something like maybe a 3 or 5 charge harpoon. So now getting into my first fight, I'm gonna have a little bit of extra coverage there. Edit up, there's easy high ground. I get 137 shot on him. I'm coming from the bottom because that's somewhere he can't build and keep me there the whole time. So now, this is my loot now because I rushed 1 person. Like, what is this? This is now my loot. I got the bottomless chug jug, mythic burst, gold charge, and a compact. Basically everything you could ask for, except maybe a jump gun. Depends on what you think's better. Because honestly, if I'd rather give my teammate the mythic drum gun and keep the legendary compact. Hit that guy for 20. It's not worth my time to go build battle him. Like, he can go overbuild, do all that if he wants. There we go, another easy kill. So what I was doing here, it's gonna be a little bit hard to explain. So I ran back here to a place where I can put 2 walls, because he'll break this wall, and I can pre-edit this wall, shoot him with my legendary charge, and then bring out my compact SMG just to finish him off, which was super simple. I took no damage, and that's not much of a really risky play, as some might say, for the sole fact that I have a legendary charge shotgun at close range which basically means if I barely charge it up even the slightest, that's at least 115 or 120 damage being dealt. Now here's the thing, I am going to base up here, because for one, this is my first time basing out this game, and also because I based up right next to a rock that I knew was 115 rock. I love this thing because they put sharks in the game. Sharks, in my opinion, are a good source of rotation, but that's kind of a silly play of me to try and box up near a shark. But for me, so I'm fine because I do have the bottom of this chug jug. And you always want to try and base up around somewhere where you can farm back your materials. So like I'm going to base up around this tree and trees because I know that I can easily just get back my materials that I lost. And now I'm going to pop this chug jug for the sole fact that it's bottomless and can really help me out late game. And what you have to understand about this is if you can get this off 5 or 6 seconds, preferably 6 seconds before storm hits you, you can survive this and come out of storm with 190 health, because you'll most likely take 1 tick at least from the storm. And you'll say you have max floppers, you'll still have 4 floppers, which can, for the most, usually win you late game if it goes into a heal off, which it shouldn't, because you should, if you know you're somewhat low, or you have a feeling they might have better healing items than you, you gotta make that push. You gotta make the risk. So now it's been 10 people left for about 3 minutes now, 3 or 4 minutes I want to say. So what can I tell from that? I can easily tell, like, right there, this is a base up game. Who can base up for the longest? And there's probably someone in that hut right there. Okay, now I see someone here. We just glided, so he has the grapple. Oh my god. What I was just saying. There we go, that's a simple kill. He pushed in on me. Little did he know I had the one of the best shotguns in the game, for probably the second best shotgun for close range, and one of the best SMG or spray weapons at close range. So I don't know why he would do that, considering he only hit me for 33. I would never do that unless I had I knew I say mythic shotgun and mythic drum gun. And you guys, I was just playing on 170 ping. It's all good. So I just cracked this dude. Doesn't seem like the best player. I'm just gonna short him on my SMG. There we go, we're good to go. Now what this can also do for me is set a little bit of fear into my opponents, because I'm going on a rampage right now. A small rampage, but it's still a rampage nonetheless. Because this was clearly a box-up game. I think I was right about someone just boxing up in that hut. And I'm just going around W-keying people and winning the fights with ease. So I just used about 110 materials to get up. The reason why I did that is because if someone is just waiting up there, which no one was, but there could have easily been, that could have been my death, or someone lasering me and forcing me to box up and maybe getting W keyed. Yeah, I am leaving my backside open, but I need to pop this as soon as possible since it is a chug jug. And there's no one behind me except for over the hill. Okay, right as I say that. Literally right as I say that. Yeah. Hey, still a good game. Okay. I stopped broadcasting, but